is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at the nexplay solid. Alright, so the last video it was nexplay salty. This video it's going to be nexplay solid versus Team Payaman. Alright, so this is game number 2 technically because they're both nexplay teams. But let's look at the draft here. Hopefully they show it. Give me a second. So a lot of people were telling me that nexplay salty was lagging. I noticed, don't worry. I actually mentioned it on the video itself that they were lagging around when they paused it early game when they were invading the red. So I was aware that they were lagging, alright? So no need to keep spamming me with lag. They were lagging, I know. Alright, but it doesn't mean that I cannot analyze the game, okay? So let's look at the draft here. Okay, let's skip a little bit so we can see the draft a lot quicker. So what nexplay is doing here, they're banning both tanks so that they are forced to use another tank. Grok, Hylos, Akai, or even Carmilla tank, to be honest with you. Team Payaman's ban Selena right there. That is a common ban, respect ban to Chester most likely. Alright, so let's keep going here. Who else did he ban? Uranus. Okay, so Yuzhong is immediately open. If I am nexplay, I would honestly first pick Yuzhong here because Yuzhong and Uranus are arguably the most prioritized heroes in the game right now. Considering that Yuzhong has CC immunity when he is a dragon and he has a lot of sustain, you can use him as an offlaner, you can use him as a funnel, so he's really flexible and he's really hard to deal with. So let's see what they will pick here for nexplay. There it is, just like I said, Yuzhong is probably the best pick there. Alright, for this next pick, who else is open? To counter Yuzhong, usually people use Kari to counter Yuzhong, so you can burst the Yuzhong as quick as possible. Who else is open? Laoyi is open, but it's really hard to deal with Yuzhong with Laoyi because you cannot, since Yuzhong is CC immune when he's a dragon, Yuzhong could instantly get to the back line really quickly and focus the back line, and Laoyi cannot do anything about it because she doesn't have any mobility. So I don't know if Laoyi would be a good pick here, but I think Kari would definitely be a good pick here to counter Yuzhong. Another good pick against Yuzhong, it's hard. Popol and Koopa is also open, so they could take that too. I think Popol and Koopa will definitely help try to try and counter the Yuzhong. Obviously, you have to wait for Yuzhong to turn into a demon form and then stun him instead of stunning him while he's in dragon form. So let's see what Team Payaman will pick here. Xborg and Jawhead, which is, I don't know if I'm a big fan about those picks. Because if you ask me, Tamus is still open. Tamus isn't bad against Yuzhong, I would say. Tamus could even outtrade Yuzhong early game, maybe just depends on how you play it. That's why Yuzhong is like a must ban actually, and they just opened it up. I think Team Payaman kind of fucked up. I would rather deal with a Selena than a Yuzhong. It's just, yeah, way too annoying to deal with. But they went for Xborg and Jawhead. They got two offlaners for Team Payaman now. They could also use Jawhead as a support or a tank, so Jawhead can flex roles as well. He has a variety of roles. So let's see what Team nexplay will pick here after. Again, Popol and Koopa is still open, but I'm surprised actually that they didn't take it, probably because that the Angela and Yuzhong combo is really strong, and that's why nexplay went for it. That combo is insane, freaking insane for nexplay. And like I said, Tamus was also a priority pick. So the tier list goes like this for the offlaners. Yuzhong and Uranus are the top tiers for offlaners, alright? And then after that, on the bottom of that tier is Tamus and Esmeralda and Jawhead, most likely. So there's 3 people on the next tier list after that. For Xborg, the reason why Xborg is picked, I honestly don't know why why Xborg was prioritized. Like, I would be fine with just the Jawhead, but I don't know why they prioritized the Xborg here. But we'll see. Maybe they're just trying to scare nexplay from picking Laoyi, because Xborg is really good against Laoyi. Because Xborg is CC immune when he ultis as well, and Leoi cannot do anything unless she has Flicker to get out of the X-Borg ulti, alright? So maybe that's why they wanted to pick X-Borg, like kind of thinking ahead. So let's see what else they're gonna pick here. Obviously they're not gonna pick Bombin since they already have 2 offlaners. Probably the best pick here would probably be Kari. Honestly, be Kari. Cause if they let Kari open, nexplay can ban that on the 3rd ban. So let's see what they will pick. Masha. Okay, so Masha's actually not so bad against Yuzhong because it's really hard to chase Masha even as Yuzhong. Yuzhong is way slower than Masha. Masha's so fast. And plus, how do you say this? Masha's probably just gonna take objectives, obviously, not trying to go for team fights. He's gonna be more focused on objectives and not go for team fights. Where Yuzhong, he's most likely gonna be in team fights, and hopefully Team Payaman will out-rotate or out-objective nexplay Solid here if they want to take advantage of this Masha pick. So now, since Masha is picked, they most likely have Jawhead as a support or tank for Team Payaman. If I'm nexplay, I would probably ban Kari here just so that Yuzhong is not countered at all. Kari is the only thing that I'm scared of. Like when you play Yuzhong, if you're a good Yuzhong player, Kari is the only thing that fucks you up. I'm not sure why they banned Valir. Not sure why, because Yuzhong could also fuck Valir up. But then again, Valir could second skill and push the Yuzhong away after he turns into demon form, which is, I guess it makes sense. It makes sense. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I don't know. This is a weird draft. Jawhead is already there as a support, or X-Borg could support as well, and then they could get a solid tank. If I was Team Payaman, I would honestly pick either Carmilla or Akai. Carmilla or Akai tank, right? And then have Jawhead support. It's too late for them to adjust and get like a Farsa. I don't think Farsa would be good here. Yuzhong is just gonna go in on you. See, this is why Yuzhong should be banned. I don't know why they banned Selena. Even if it's a respect ban, like I would rather honestly go against a Selena than a Yuzhong in any situation. Hopefully they pick Kari here. They pick Loi. Loi is really bad against Yuzhong. He's gonna go in, focus the back line. He's probably gonna kill you. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I don't know who's drafting for Team Payaman, but I think it's just the players that are doing it. I'm not sure. I have it on mute, by the way. I have the video on mute, so I don't know if they're drafting by themselves, if Honda's teaching them how to draft. But I don't agree with what the Team Payaman drafted here, honestly. Alright, there. Popol and Koopa was still open as well. Like, they could have gone Popol and Koopa instead of Loi. That would have been such a much better pick, honestly. Popol and Koopa. I cannot believe they didn't take it. And like Dave said, if you guys remember, Dave, Loi is the best support in the game. It's very situational. You don't always first pick Loi just because it's open. You know, it's very relative to the situation. Just because it's open, you don't first pick it. I mean, majority of the time in solo, duo, trio queue, yes, sure, first pick Loi. But in tournament play, of course not. And that's pretty fun. Dave picked it too. Freaking Dave! This guy named Dave picked it. And I think Yi Shinshin's gonna offlane. Yuzhong funnel. Alright, so this could go both ways. They could either do Yi Shinshin funnel, or they could do Yuzhong funnel, and then let Yi Shinshin offlane. The problem here for nexplay is, actually the good part here for nexplay is they have a really strong pressure early game. So I expect a lot of clashes early game from this team right here. Yeah, so let's see what nexplay will do here. As to late game, I don't think Harith is a good pick against Yuzhong as well. Harith, yeah, it's just not. Because when you play Harith and when you ulti, you're forced to stay in his ulti to, you know, reset your dashes, right? Reset your dashes. Plus, in the early stages of the game, you need your cooldown boots and your blue buff for you to do an infinite dash, right? Not even considering that you have the cooldown emblem on the mage emblem. All right, you still need the cooldown boots and the blue buff in order for you to do infinite dash. Even if he does have the infinite dash for Harith, Yu Zhong could just come in. His first skill will literally be the size of Harith's ulti, which is the sword, right? It looks like a sword logo. Which is, yeah, I'm really not a big fan of the Harith here. I'm not sure if they don't have a Kari player. Kari would have been really good against Yu Zhong, honestly. Probably the most reasonable pick against Yu Zhong. Just so you could burst them. And Kari also does decently against, Tamus. Tamus can get bursted by Kari. Any tanky heroes, any heroes that have sustained Kari can just fucking melt you. But for Harith, he's not gonna have as much burst unless he's fed. But considering that nexplay, they have a lot of early game potential. Team Payaman will definitely have a hard time. They don't have a tank. Technically, they don't have a tank. They don't have a solid tank, you would say, right? But they do have the Popol Koopa as a tank, and Yu Zhong is really, really tanky. Tamus is semi-tanky, so that's why they have it. And they have Angela ulting the Yu Zhong, so that's why they're not really worried about having no frontline tanks. They have Popol and Koopa to give vision, to bush check and stuff like that. So let's see what happens here. Let's look at the early game rotation from Team Payaman. I expect some early game aggression from Team Nexplay. From Team Nexplay, early game aggression for Team Nexplay. Since they do have a Tamus who is really, really aggressive early game. They have Popol and Koopa who's pretty good early game if you do the wolf first instead of the what's it called, the traps. The traps gives you vision. So Angela arrived from what it looks like. She got here super fast. Arrived all the way over here on this bush, and then just gave information that, oh, Jawhead is in this bush, so you guys better play it safe. But they don't know that Masha and Leoyi are on this side of the map. So let's see what happens here. Yi Shin is going to be offlaning here against this X-Borg, so it is a Jawhead support. So, I mean, Team Payaman, they don't have a solid front line either, if you compare it to Team Nexplay as well. So both are kind of in the same situation. The upper advantage that Nexplay has here is they have a lot of vision with this Popol and Koopa traps. So let's see here. Look at this Popol and Koopa, and Tamus doing a really good harass here against this Leoyi. Like I said, early aggression. Early aggression play from Tamus and Nexplay itself. That since Tamus is freaking insane, never give the red buff to Tamus. And considering that, I don't know how they didn't know that Tamus was doing red. I think Masha stole the blue here. Let me just replay for a second. Yeah, Masha stole the blue here while Yu Zhong was doing the Lord. And I think Masha had Retribution, yes. Masha had Retribution to steal the blue. When they saw that, when they realized that Tamus was already doing the red buff here on top lane to trade that buff. Alright? And Tamus' red buff is even more insane than the regular Tamus, obviously. And that's how this Leoyi died. Yeah, and very nice slow from Tamus and the passive kills. Yeah, actually, don't give Tamus red buff, please. Like Masha doesn't need the blue buff at all. I mean, obviously, Yu Zhong doesn't need the blue buff either. So I don't get why they went for the blue buff, because their funnel does not need it. I mean, they probably did not expect a Yu Zhong funnel. They probably expected a Yi Shin funnel, from what I feel like, and that's why they what's it called? That's why they stole the blue. Maybe that's why they stole the blue, because they expected Yi Shin to be mid. But that doesn't hurt the Yu Zhong. Yu Zhong has no mana. No mana. Okay, nice throw from Jawhead. Finally, that is a good play. Now they traded a 1-for-1 trade. That Popol and Koopa might have been out of position. Let's check. Let's double check. Alright, they got a kill here on Leoyi. Where's Popol and Koopa gonna be? Renegade is a little low, so he cannot sustain another fight. And this Masha. Okay, so this guy face checked. That's why he got caught right there. Instead of he's level 2. So instead of using the traps, he face checked. Or did he get second skill first? Yeah, he did. He did get second skill first. Yeah, I see. He called the wolf right there. Chester got second skill first instead of getting traps for vision. So I think he might have gotten first skill first, and then second skill, which might have been a mistake because I think vision, the traps for Popol and Koopa should be prioritized. It's either first skill that you get first or traps, and then that's where he gets caught. Yeah, he face checked. Definitely a mistake from Chester's side, but it's fine. It's a support trade. All right, who gets this? Ooh, okay. MD gets that, luckily. Okay, what else are we gonna see here? Harith is actually already level 4, considering that Masha stole the blue buff that delayed Yuzhong into getting level 4 faster than Harith. So that's an upside of the blue buff invade earlier, but he's about to be level 4 anyways, so I don't think it matters now. And it's a Yuzhong with retribution, yeah. When I funneled Yuzhong, I used freaking flicker. I fucked up. I should have used retribution. I definitely learned my lesson. Every time you do funnel Yuzhong, get freaking retri. Get retri. You still need retri. Alright, let's see here. Of course, we got some bad manners over here. And I'm pretty sure this guy did not know who Angela was there. He's like, what the fuck? Alright, so Doggie's doing the Angela teleport shit with the arrival. He arrived top lane and just camped this bush. People in League of Legends do this. Yeah. Tanks and supports in League of Legends like doing this. In bot lane, where they camp the bush here so they don't get seen, and then they push up when the minions are cleared. So it's a League of Legends kind of thing, but the arrival is a little different, obviously. You know, supports and tanks in League of Legends don't arrival just to hide in a bush. So they'll never know where this Angela is gonna be, and Angela doesn't need to be with the team at all times, considering that Angela has the ulti, just so you know, so you can teleport straight away into your teammates. Yeah, this Masha did not know. Look, and Renegade is actually like the mental game from Renegade is really good. He baited this Masha to go in on him, alright? To go in on him because he threw out an emote. And because Renegade knew that he had Dogie next to him in that bush, but Masha didn't know that. So this, you know, don't be too aggressive. Do not be triggered when people emote you like that, alright? You always want to try and check these bushes first and clear your vision. But obviously this is something new that Dogie pulled out, giving, you know, staying here and being patient and waiting for baiting the offlaners to fight this Tamus. And look at this, look what happens. Let's see if they get a kill on this Masha. There it is. Alright, he still has a second bar, so it's really hard to kill this guy. Alright, they got him into 1 bar only, so he has to retreat a little bit. Now they're gonna try to gank this Yisun Shin, but Yisun Shin has first skill to immune, so that's fine. And Popol and Koopa is here to help out. So okay, now they know Hard has no ulti because he used it to try and push the tower. Team Payaman didn't get the tower. They really tried, but it was pretty close, honestly. So now they see that Hard has no ulti. Oh man, it lagged. What the fuck happened there? They know that Hard is not ulti, so for the next 30 to 20 seconds, they have a time lapse of 30 seconds. They have a time gap of 30 seconds to try and engage on Harith because he doesn't have ulti. They will probably win team fights. Nice throw by Jawhead right there. And again, I feel like the Popol and Koopa is lacking vision around the map. Or Team Payaman is just good at clearing the vision around the map. Because if you notice here, there's literally no vision around the map at all. What is this? Is that Popol and Koopa's trap? Yeah, that's about it. This is the only one. Usually when I do Popol and Koopa support, I put vision on both sides of the river. But he probably didn't have time to do it, or he did it earlier and Team Payaman cleared it out, which is a good thing for Team Payaman. They're good at clearing it out. And because of that, he got baited. This is like this spot right here. This is the spot of death. A lot of people die in this spot. All these spots right here. This spot, this spot, the spot right there, and the spot right here. The 4 edges of death, pretty much. Alright, if you don't have vision here, you go around. Go around. It's really hard to rotate here. Obviously, for solo, duo, trio, you could rotate here, no problem, because, you know, it's not a team play kind of thing. It's not, you know, the teamwork is not as good as a real professional team would do. So yeah, it's really risky to put here. Or what he could have done was try to put traps here, but he probably would have gotten thrown anyways, because the jawhead trap range is really low. So because it was a flicker throw, it's a really surprise engage from jawhead. Very well played from Team Payaman right there. Get an easy pick on that Popol and Koopa. Again, Angela was just top lane earlier, but he saw the X-Borg pushing bot lane. I don't know if Angela arrived here at bot. I guess not, because the cooldown is not up. I don't think Angela arrived here. So the turtle is now being taken, and for that, Tamus and Yuzhong are gonna try to contest this. Angela is not level 4 yet, so she cannot ulti anyone yet. And here we go. Who gets it? Retribution gets it. Do they have a retry? Masha had retry. Okay, so yeah, Masha lost the retribution fight right there. Yuzhong got it better. Yup. Yeah, Masha lost the retribution fight, got too greedy, and they ended up getting punished for it. Here you go. Here's Harith against Yuzhong. See? What is Harith gonna do against Yuzhong? I just don't think it is a good pick. At least for Kari, when you get to late game, you have a fighting chance against Yuzhong. And this is why Yuzhong is always banned. The very first thing Moontown needs to do is nerf this hero. It's just such a broken hero. Very well played right there. Renegade with the emotes. What happened there? Let me see. What happened to Jawhead there? Give me a second. Alright, so you can see Tamus baiting the Jawhead again. Is Renegade playing the mental game. And I think Jawhead got pissed off or something and then ended up trying to go for him. And then Popol and Koopa stunned him. I don't know, honestly. Oh, Popol and Koopa did not even ulti. But he still went in. I'm not sure. Okay, that might have been a mistake for Jawhead. It's just not something that you want to fight. A Tamus and a Popol and Koopa that's level 4. And a fucking Tamus that's level 7. I don't think it's something that you really want to fight. You're only level 4. Yeah, might have been a mistake. Probably better to back off and wait for the minions to get there and try to clear at least. Try to clear. At this point, you literally died for no reason at all. Under the tower. Yeah, I don't know. That might have been a mistake. Now the red buff is up. Yuzhong's gonna go for that. Here you go. Masha's bot lane. So Yusenshin's gonna try to hold this. So the Angela is like focusing on the off lanes, right? This arrival Angela is focusing on the off lanes instead of sticking to his Yuzhong, because he knows that Yuzhong has retribution, Yuzhong has enough sustain and damage to clear the jungle by himself. And for Popol and Koopa, his objective is to just give vision around the map. Whereas Angela, she just needs to freaking ulti the Yuzhong when a team fight happens, alright? Because they all have communication with each other. Angela does not even need to check the map. Just literally, okay, if H2O tells you to ult him, fucking ult him, and then you're good to go. And Angela is just trying to like play mind games here against these offlaners because they'll never know where he is. Again, he's waiting for the vision to disappear on the top lane. Tamus actually was clearing this top lane so that Angela could push up a bush every time. Again, it's a 2v1 and they're still losing, as you can see. And Yuzhong is just snowballing at this point. Snowball. He could still go in on that. Honestly, he could still go in on that. I can't believe he backed off. I mean, Jawhead's really tanky, but he probably could have still gone in on that. He just didn't want to be too greedy. Okay, Angela. Did Angela use? Okay, Angela was just top lane and then arrived here bot lane. Fuck, what is this? He was just top lane a second ago. Oh yeah, she arrived. There you go. Why does the cooldown stay? You guys see this? Angela arrived. See right here. Angela arrived and the cooldown is still up. Like the cooldown didn't show. So I don't know if she used arrival or not. You know what I mean? So I'm getting confused here. It's probably a bug. It's supposed to show the cooldown. Like for retribution, you see? It shows cooldown. for arrival, it's still there. That guy's dead. And like I said, Loyi is not really a good pick against Yu Zhong. Loyi is a high tier, probably top tier support, but that doesn't mean it is gonna be picked every single game. All right, it might be, you know, one of the best supports, but it is very situational, very situational. You don't first pick it just because it's open. It is a good pick, but not in this situation. Same with Harith. I just don't think Harith is a good pick. Right, there you go. Yusen Shin did a good job stunning that Masha, and now this Angela is just gonna zone, alright? So what he did there was zone so that Yusen Shin can focus the tower and get an objective. And I think Dogie might get lucky here and get a stun. We'll see. Yusen Shin is right next to him, so they should get a trade anyways. And he did get a stun. Super lucky that the bar didn't go down. He's dead. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna live. Easy tower right there. I get that might have been a little too greedy for the Masha, but it's very irritating and frustrating when that's happening to you. Because you're really trying your best to try and defend this tower. Angela just comes in. Obviously, she's really, really squishy and really, really low. So, like, mentally, you're gonna go in. Oh, this guy, what the fuck is this guy doing? Does he really think he could take me? But he didn't. He probably didn't know Yu Zhong was beside him, so he was gonna get traded anyways. And either way, even if Angela died, Masha was gonna die anyways because of the Yu Zhong. The trade was gonna happen. A support for an offlane is just not worth it. So we got a little bit of smack, trash talking here, just a little bit. They're very friendly trash talk and banter. Alright, so here we go. Now, next play solid is around 5,000 gold ahead. They should honestly win this. They already won the draft. There's no reason for them to lose. If they play it correctly, they shouldn't lose, honestly. I just don't think they have anything to stop the Yu Zhong. What is Loyi gonna do against Yu Zhong when Dragon Form? What's Jawhead gonna do against Yu Zhong except for throw? After the throw, there's nothing. Literally nothing. That's why I thought that Popolin Koopa would have been better against Yu Zhong. Because the Popolin Koopa CC would have been, you know, that time, you can buy time for your teammates to kill that Yu Zhong. They don't have any hard stuns to kill this Yu Zhong. They could have gotten Akai after getting Demon Form, get Yu Zhong stuck into a wall. Akai is really underrated pick right now. Carmilla, if there's a team fight, Carmilla could just link, stun, so, like a hard CC. They just don't have it. And they don't have anything to burst as well. I don't think Harith is a good hero to go against Yu Zhong, since Yu Zhong could literally just buy Oracle. Buy Oracle and Harith is not going to do as much damage. That's magic resist plus the HP regeneration that he gets. You're literally just helping the other team out. Kari would have been so much better. Kari, you could build Bloodless Axe with Kari for sustaining. If Yu Zhong chases you, you have sustain. You can build Thunder Belt so you can slow Yu Zhong down when he's in Demon Form. You have Endless Battle and Golden Staff to burst him down when he has really high HP. Same with the Tamus. You could sustain the Tamus with Bloodless Axe. I just like, they already lost the draft earlier for Team Payaman, so I just don't see them winning this game at all. So here we go. Popolin Koopa engage. He's an initiator. Right there, initiator. Loyi's dead. Loyi cannot do anything. Yes, Loyi might be one of the best support heroes in the game, but that doesn't mean you pick it. And Yu Zhong can literally just dive you. That is why I would rather ban Yu Zhong rather than Selena. If you know the enemy team has the capability of playing Yu Zhong, even if you're not even the best Yu Zhong at all, Yu Zhong is still a broken hero. I don't even play Yu Zhong. Shit, he still looks broken when I use it. Yeah, freaking broken. Chester got a little bit too greedy right there. Got a little bit of BM, bad manner recall right there with the Harith. Let's see here. Yusen Shin. Also, the thing about Yusen Shin, which is very underrated, is giving vision with your ulti. So if you don't know where the enemy team is at, or if someone's low, obviously, you can ulti. Alright, so even if you're off laning, you could help your team out by giving vision and giving a little bit of damage on the team fight. So very underrated way to use the Yusen Shin. That's why he's viable to be an offlaner pick. So here goes Yuzhong again. I don't think Heart's gonna be able to do anything after that throw. It's nothing. GG. See? After that throw, nothing. Literally, you cannot do anything. Okay, Masha. Masha's trying to recall. He gets freaking spotted by Tamus. This guy is dead. This guy's dead. Yeah. No way. Just no way. Just get out drafted the whole way through. This should be an easy game for NXP Solid. Easy game. Same with Xborg. Xborg is not gonna do anything here. Xborg has nothing to hold the Yuzhong. Xborg has no burst or anything to kill the Yuzhong. Even like whatever Xborg damages, Yuzhong will just sustain it. And obviously the Angela is just gonna stay in the backline and ulti and heal. Freaking keep throwing, backline. Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, they probably expected a funnel Yusen Shin. That's why they got fucked up. Shit, I mean, even if I look at it, I probably expected a funnel Yusen Shin as well. And then Yuzhong offlane, Tamus offlane, then Tank, Popol and Koopa, and then Angela support, obviously. There you go. That's the only thing Xborg could do. Boop. That's it. Okay, now what? They still have a lot of sustain. He's not gonna do anything. See? He's just gonna sustain everything. Oh, nice throw. Okay, that's a good throw right there. Got a little bit too deep. That's the only way Yuzhong will die here. Too greedy. Too greedy. Harith ulted. It's not gonna do anything. Plus, Popol and Koopa is so good against Harith, so why? You're not gonna be able to dash, right? When you try to dash, Popol Koopa just bites you. It's not even a skill shot. You just point and click. That's why Popol and Koopa needs to be, I would say, nerfed as well. I would say nerfed as well. Popol and Koopa needs to be nerfed as well. What a broken hero. You're always gonna fuck up your dash because you expect an infinite dash, like you're trying to dash back and forth, but then out of nowhere, Popol Koopa bites you, puts a trap under you. You're stunned for like a good 5 seconds. Drink coffee first. Okay, a little bit too greedy right there for Popol. Not really sure why he was there. That might have been a really out of position right here. Let's see. Let's review it. So he knows, alright? He knows that his teammates, Yusen Shin was low. Tamus was really low. There's really no point in staying here. The best thing to do here would probably just put traps around this area where the Lord is gonna spawn. So in the bushes right here, so you know you have information. But instead, he kinda, I don't know why he went this direction, honestly. Yeah, that is a bad decision. Definitely a bad decision right there, and Masha caught him off guard. Yeah. No reason for you to overstay. You should have just backed and put traps while you're retreating. He's dead because of it. He tried to flicker. I don't think it's gonna do anything because Johan has ulti. Yeah. Tamus, nice. Okay, we have the blue buff here being taken by Harith. Definitely needs that. Wait, no, you cannot even take it because oh fuck, who took it? Harith was not even there to take it because he had to recall, I think. What was the problem there? Yeah, Harith just recalled and he's about to go there and H2O is like, fuck you guys, I'm going in. There's nothing to stop him. Honestly, what are you gonna do? See? He's just gonna go in on you. He doesn't give a fuck. He can dash back out. It doesn't even matter. I'm outie. Ooh, Tamus went in. That, I don't know if that's greedy. Okay, that might be a little greedy. That is just like BM right there. He didn't have to do that. Renegade didn't have to do that. That's a little greedy. But then again, this is like a, how do you say this? A show match in a way. This is kind of like a show match. It is still a scrimmage technically. Because Team Payaman is paying 10,000 pesos for people who beat him. But I don't know. That is a little BM right there from Renegade, obviously. He didn't have to do that. Even if he went, I don't think he was going to get a kill there. Okay, Aljon has 1 bar. Alright, the Lord is up. So now Yujon's going to get the blue buff. More cooldown. It's not necessarily needed for Yujon, but obviously it is better to have the blue buff. And here's the Lord. Here's the Lord for next play solid. And they secured it. And this Harit is not gonna do anything. Just like I said. Yeah, this guy's gonna die. He's 1 HP, so Yu Zhong's like, okay, you guys can take that kill. I go for the backline. This guy is all good for wave clearing. That's about it. After that, nothing. Wala na. GG. GG. Seminar kita mag-Johead, Reggie. Oh, man. Yeah, playing Jawhead here is tough. I don't know why. Yeah. The draft, it was just the draft. This is a really bad draft from Team Payaman. Horrible draft. Yeah, work on the draft. If they won the draft, obviously, I mean, they are really mechanically skilled, I would say. Team Payaman is really mechanically skilled. If you saw my first analysis on nexplay Salty, obviously you can see how good they are, right? But since they lost the draft, it's just not even close. It was really easy for nexplay Solid to take this win right here, with the Yu Zhong just being locked in right away. Alright, that's it, guys. What else can you say about this game? Obviously, Dogie has already analyzed this game on his own channel, but people still requested for me to analyze this, and it was a pretty one-sided game. There's not much to say on it. There is something new that we saw here. Obviously, the Dogie arrival at mid lane at the beginning of the game, getting some information by going to that bush, arrivaling on the top lane or bot lane, and get vision there and hide there until an offlaner overextends. Because in an offlaner's mind, you always expect a 1v1, right? You always expect a 1v1 until a gank comes in. But nobody expects a gank on the bushes if you are not seen, right? So that is something new and a little bit innovating for nexplay Solid side, I would say. And really well played for nexplay Solid, I would say. Very GG well played. Team Payaman, they tried their best. They just cannot do it. I knew they were going to lose just by looking at the draft. It was just not good at all. Yeah, GG well played. Don't forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like. That is it. I'm out. Peace.